Hello guys, so this is the lead questions, 75 questions we have. So we are going to start with the level 1 today, and let me little zoom it, right? So this is the questions we have given some of nums and we have to find out the array. So this is the example. First you can see here we have nums as a given array who contains elements have 1 2 3 4, and we have to find out the output. So we will start with first one. So index 1 value will be index 0 value will be 1, and index 1 value will be 1 plus 2, right? 1 plus 2 equal to 3, and 1 2 3 and 3 is 6, right? Like this we will calculate, as you can see in the explanation. 1 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, like this. So in this way we have to do it. Okay, now you see this is a very simple example, but I'm going to start with what we can say. We have extra space. I'm going to take, we will first take sum. We will initially we will take 0, and then we will take j equal to 0, and num is the length of the array, right? You can take or you can leave it, it's an optional value, but we will take two values, sum and j. And another we have result here, right? We have taken result, which length will be what is the size of the result array is the length of nums, right? The array, so that all the value will be placed in the result. So we are going to take for loop here, and we will start from index 0 to less than I less than n, and I plus plus. Then we will take sum plus equal to num of I. It means sum plus num of I. Right? Sum initial value will be 0 here, and num value is 1. So sum 0 and 1 equal to what will be sum result of I, right? Like 0 and 1 we will add, then it will be a result of I. Similarly, when we will go with index 1, right? What will happen? Index, we will take sum is now 1, and num of I is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Result of I means result of 1, index 1 is equal to 3. And finally, after finishing this loop, we will return this result. This is the first approach, in which we are taking extra space, that is result. If this space is not allowed, if this, let me first submit this code, right? It's working. And the same question if this is not allowed. Okay, if this is not allowed here, let's see, extra space is not allowed, then what we have to do? We have to calculate what? Num value, right? We have to calculate num value like this. Okay, and in place of result, what we will use? Num, right? And we will return this. Nothing, this is extra space we have taken, right? I think this should also work. Let me check. If it not work, then we will do something. See, it's working 100% faster, right? So there's many ways, right? These are many ways you can optimize the code. Then we will do that, right? You can also optimize with what you can do. You can start with 1, right? You can start with 1, and then num of I. And so let's summarize it, and let's understand again. So example is saying this is an only array, and we have to give the running sum of an array. Like 1 is 1, at index 0 we have 1, right? And index 2 we will have index 0 plus index 1 value, right? Like you can see here, 1 plus 2, 1 2 3, and 1 2 3 4, right? Like this we have to give the running sum, right? This is called running sum. So let's the first approach we have, the first approach we have a separate space. We are going to use a different space to store the running sum, right? So what we have to do, we have to define an array that is called result, right? And then and the length of the array will be the length of nums, right? Then we will initialize the value 0, then we will initialize index 0 value of result is equal to num of 0, because we are just using the same value, right? And then we will start with a 1 to less than length, right? And then we will calculate result I minus 1, the previous index, plus num of I, and then we will calculate it and we will return back and will store in the result of I index, right? So index 0 is already filled, then we will index 1, we have at index 1 we will have the index 0 value plus index 1 value, and similarly we will move to the last index till, and then we will return the result. In this way the complexity will be time complexity will be of 1, where n is the length of the input, and because we use a loop that iterates over the entire array to calculate the running sum. And space complexity is 1, O of 1, since we don't use any additional space to find the running sum, right? We are not using any additional space, so we will take that things. Let's go with another approach using the input array of output. So what we have, we are using input, same input array we will use num, right? So we will have nums, right? And we will start with 1 to last length, and we will calculate num of I, because 0 value will be the same, right? So we will start with num of 1 is equal to num of I minus 1, right? The value whatever we have will store to the next level, right? So 0, the value 0 and value 1 will be get added and will store on the num of I, the next value, and then we will return it back. So only one line is enough for that. So in this way we have the complexity of n, where the n is the size of the array, and space complexity is O of 1, because we are not using any additional spaces. Please let me know, and if you are in doubt, please comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.